Hey there, quirky people! I'm your host, Anna, and today we're looking at all the interesting movies and TV series coming out in January 2023. Usually, the month of January is not as big in the TV or movie department, but that is going to change in 2023. December has been running pretty strong with Violent Night, Avatar: The Way of Water, and Glass Onion. But January is about to bring in a lot of binging content for us.
There is going to be plenty for people who love different genres.
But before we start with the list, it would be lovely if you guys would hit those like and subscribe buttons to support our channel. With that being said, let's start with project number 1, Kaleidoscope. Netflix continuously offers new and innovative content like 2018's Black Mirror Bandersnatch, which was an interactive film. And now the streamer is coming up with a comedy series called Kaleidoscope. It is a limited series that allows you to watch it in any order you like. Kaleidoscope sees the ultimate conclusion of a big bank heist. The story takes us across a couple of decades, with each episode set during the build-up to the heist, long before it or after the heist. It features quite a few amazing talents that include Giancarlo Esposito, Paz Vega, Tati Gabrielle, and Jay Courtney, among others. After Kaleidoscope wishes us a happy new year on January 1st, our second new project of the month will be Megan. While many genres were failing at the box office through 2022, the horror genre continued to prosper. And on that note, 2023 is beginning with yet another promising horror movie. James Wan is one of the producers, so you could expect some spine-chilling stuff out of this film. Its story involves an artificially intelligent android called Megan. She is programmed to be a child's greatest companion and a parent's greatest ally. Allison Williams plays the roboticist Gemma, who designed Megan and pairs her with her own niece Katie. But as Megan evolves and her friendship with Katie grows, she almost turns into Ultron, but in a terrifying way. So be ready to watch this scary sci-fi movie in theaters on January 6th. And on this same day, Netflix will also launch The Pale Blue Eye.
The suspect will often interrogate himself.
This is yet another star-driven Netflix movie that features Christian Bale in the lead as a worn-out detective, Augustus Lander. It will be adapting the novel of the same name by Louis Byard. And the story will take place in 1830, when Landor investigates a series of gruesome murders in West Point. To unravel the mystery, he takes the help of a young cadet, who will eventually go on to become the world-famous author Edgar Allan Poe. After this one, project number 4 in January will be Vikings Valhalla Season 2. This series returned with a story set 100 years after the original Viking series. And now in its Season 2, the narrative will continue after the fall of Kattegat. It will be interesting to see where the arcs of protagonists like Harold Sigurdsson and Leif Erikson will take them as they take on the villainous Olaf. Netflix will debut the second part of this 3-season show on January 12th. Next at number 5, we've got A Man Called Otto. Tom Hanks plays the grumpiest man in America, who is called Otto Anderson. Being a widower, he doesn't care for the world anymore. But we will begin to care about him after a lively young family moves in next door, and he meets his match in a very pregnant Marisol. Their unlikely friendship totally changes his demeanor and restores his hope to continue living. A Man Called Otto releases theatrically on January 13th, and on the same day we'll get project number 6, Plane.
Our flight has gone down. This is an emergency.
Gerard Butler is starring in yet another gripping action movie alongside Luke Cage actor Mike Coulter. Butler plays a pilot named Brody Torrance, who saves his passengers from a lightning strike by making a risky landing. But the real problems begin after that, as they actually land in a war-torn island that's full of dangerous rebels who take the passengers hostage. And now it is upon Brody to save them. But for now, he has to team up with an accused murderer who is being transported by the FBI on his flight. As it turns out, this accused murderer will prove his innocence by saving the passengers alongside Brody. Up next at number 7, we have Servant Season 4. Another one of Apple TV's most underrated series is Servant. This thriller drama is executive produced by M. Night Shyamalan, and we're approaching its 4th and final season. It features an amazing cast that includes Toby Kebbell, Lauren Ambrose, Nell Tiger-Fee, and Rupert Grint from the Harry Potter franchise. I am pretty interested to see whether Lauren and Toby's couple, Dorothy and Sean, could finally make it work after all the twists and turns. It will begin streaming on January 13th as well. Next up at number 8, we've got Hunter Season 2. Prime Video launched the first season of this drama series in 2020. And now Logan Lerman and Al Pacino are returning for the second and final installment of the show that takes place in the 1970s. Lerman is a young math whiz who takes his grandmother's place in a Nazi hunter group, and Pacino plays a Holocaust survivor who is also the leader of the hunters. Together, they want to take down escaped Nazi officers who plan to start a Fourth Reich in New York City. After this one, project number 9 is The Last of Us. This has got to be HBO's most anticipated series. People loved The Last of Us games, and now with the likes of Pedro Pascal as Joel and Bella Ramsey as Ellie, the excitement for the series is blowing through the roof as HBO plans to turn it into yet another Game of Thrones level project. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where the US is affected by a virus, but Ellie is immune to it. So, it'll be upon Joel to smuggle her across the border and into a rebel militia safe house. But their journey is going to be really challenging and brutal, as the two will have to depend upon each other to survive. The Last of Us premieres on January 15th, and it will be followed by project number 10, that is, That 90s Show. For people who love That 70s Show, Netflix will be launching a follow-up to the famed series. Its first season will be 10 episodes long, and the show will pick up from 1995. Leah Foreman is desperate for some adventure in her life, or at least a best friend who isn't her dad. So, the story will revolve around her need for adventure as she visits her grandparents, Red and Kitty Foreman, and stays with them for the summer. That 90s Show begins streaming on January 19th, and it will be followed by a Bollywood movie at number 11, that is, Pathaan. Shah Rukh Khan makes a triumphant return to Indian cinema as the leading man of this action thriller by Yash Raj Films. Even though it is an Indian movie, it will have a massive worldwide appeal due to SRK. He is supposed to take on another Indian macho man, John Abraham, while Deepika Padukone will also bolster the cast. But Pathaan will be interesting because it is supposed to build YRF's spy universe even further after War and Salman Khan's Tiger movies. In fact, Salman Khan is also said to make a cameo in it. So with the potential of two Bollywood kings uniting, Pathaan is supposed to become a global phenomenon when it releases on January 25th. Next at number 12, we'll be getting Teen Wolf, the movie. Those who love the old Teen Wolf series are in for a treat as Paramount Plus is bringing a Teen Wolf movie. Tyler Posey and Tyler Hoechlin return as the infamous werewolves Scott McHale and Derek Hale. Together, they'd bring back the whole gang of banshees, hellhounds, kitsons, and other shapeshifters of the night. And the purpose of this reunion will be to take down a terrifying new evil that has emerged in Beacon Hills. Teen Wolf the movie arrives on January 26th. Now at number 13, we have Shotgun Wedding.
See, that's why you only have a plan with one step.
Amazon Prime will launch an action comedy movie starring Josh Duhamel and Jennifer Lopez. They'd play Tom and Darcy, a couple that wishes to have a destination wedding. But right as they get cold feet, their families and guests are taken hostage by a criminal gang. And now it is upon them to save their relationship and their families by performing an action-packed shotgun wedding.
Stop shooting your sister!
It arrives on January 27th, and on the same day we'll also get Lockwood & Co. This is a highly anticipated British fantasy series that involves a lot of mystery. Featuring actors like Ruby Stokes and Cameron Chapman among others, it will be Netflix's first new TV original of 2022. And its synopsis states that the story will focus on a girl with extraordinary psychic abilities. She would join two gifted teen boys at a small ghost hunting agency to fight the many deadly spirits haunting London. And along with the British Ghostbusters-like series, we'll also get the last great project of the month, You People. It is another Netflix original movie that features Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy as its leading men. This comedy follows a new couple battling with societal expectations and generational differences. You've got to be excited because we'd also have the infamous stand-up comedian Andrew Scholes in it. It will also arrive on January 27th. With this film, I'm bringing this list to an end. Let us know which of these movies and TV shows you're looking forward to the most. And once again, don't forget to click those like and subscribe buttons. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.